Hey guys, so now this is gonna be like it's not gonna be like, hey guys, I'm back to today's slime video. No, it's like more of a serious video, and I don't know, I don't want this to seem like planned because it's literally not planned.
Well, obviously there's a more serious side to it. I think like both of us agreed that like, you have to keep it real like online and stuff, and like we have to be honest, and especially like with how we feel and stuff like that. And that's what we're telling you guys, like especially like I wouldn't want anything to be fake. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, so basically, as you guys probably guessed by the title, so we broke up. Did we break up? Like, is there like any grudges? No, not at all.
No, not at all.
Like
I will never regret meeting Nick. Like we both respect each other so much. We care for each other so much. We literally we do have such a good connection.
I think the main thing in this, and like I don't want to say it just because there's so many like relationships out there that work, long distance. But I feel like one of the big parts why I think we chose to break up was the distance.
Yeah, like distance is a factor. When me and Nick met in London back in December, we had such an amazing time together. Like, we generally liked each other so much, and we had such an amazing time. It was honestly insane. Like, we had, meant everything there. Like, I said to Nick that I loved him, and I meant that. And Nick obviously told me he loved me, and we both meant that. With the distance, when I kind of got back from obviously meet like in London and we left each other, like we both were sad when we left each other. Like, it was very sad. Yeah. Like for a few weeks we were like FaceTiming, wouldn't we, and stuff like that, and he kept it good. And then from my part, I drifted from Nick because the distance was, I found, very difficult, and it felt hard because it was frustrating because I didn't know when I was going to see Nick again, and from my fault, like we did drift a bit, and that's just kind of what happened. And I asked myself why are we drifting, why is this, and it's because we didn't see each other a lot. It was through a phone, and it just felt very difficult, very hard to kind of like accept that as well. Personally, I don't know like how you felt, like just how I feel.
I feel like with long distance it can work, because I feel like a big point of why I posted the vlogs with James and posted our relationship online was to show you guys that relationships that are long distance can work and do work. So as much as that was a factor, I think there were other things involved. Since James is my first boyfriend, and like I feel like I just kind of I would almost like I would just be very into it just because he was my first boyfriend, and I've never had a boyfriend in my life, and like so I feel like my first one is like it's like it was like literally my first love, like so because of that I put a lot into it, and a lot, and I would talk to my friends about it, and some of them would say like maybe James isn't putting as much as you are, and I would kind of just like put that to the side and be like, no, like he's fine, like it's my fault, like whatever. I would kind of always blame myself for it, which was obviously
you shouldn't like blame yourself.
And then he sat me down and he was like, yeah, I also feel that, and he said I also feel like maybe you put more in it than I do. And then that's when I realized, I think, as much as I feel like I was forcing myself to like think it was perfect and that everything was gonna work out fine just because it was my first boyfriend. And so I'm making this really complicated and like really long, but like ultimately I feel like I think this breakup is mutual, just because I feel like in long distance or in any relationship there has to be a good equal
It
balance.
has to, a relationship has to work both ways. What Nick's trying, basically, like you said, is, you know, Nick put loads of effort in.
But I don't want to make it sound like you didn't put any effort, because
I
you did.
I did put effort in, but I have to take responsibility. Like, I didn't put as much effort into the relationship as I could, and that's why we did end things. You know, that's why we have ended, and like, I take responsibility there. You got to care for each other both, and I cared for Nick. Like, when you did kind of confront me and say, James, like, this is how I feel, and like, I 100% care for Nick, but when he said it, like, if my heart wasn't fully in the relationship, like I didn't, if I wasn't putting in, like, if my heart was 100% into the relationship and my mind was, then I would have put 100% in. It wasn't, and I found it hard to accept that, but I did. And, you know, in London, when we were together, my heart was 100% in it, so I met him, always was, but once we left and we were apart from each other, I drifted from Nick, and my heart was just not 100% in it, and that's not a relationship there, which is why, you know, as a relationship, you want to, like, share, like, everything that goes in your life. You want to share your problems, what's, like, happened a day that's good, you know. And when it was just through FaceTime, and, you know, and you had kind of bad times and stuff like that, it was kind of hard to kind of take it off on a negative spin always. Like, I guess we'd speak about some things, but I wouldn't speak about some stuff that's going on in my life to Nick, and obviously that isn't good. Like, you're meant to tell him and stuff, you know. It's, yeah, a relationship does not have to end on bad terms. I feel today in, like, society, like, a lot of relationships end in a lot of arguments and things like that. It does not have to end in bad. Me and Nick will 100% stay friends. We've agreed that no matter what, we will be there for each other. We will see each other again. I do not want Nick in my life. That's not what I want. Like, I want Nick in my life. Like, I want to see you again, you know.
I'm gonna treat him like he's, like, my best friends. Like, you know, like, I love my best friends. You know, I care for my best friends, and I'm always there for my best friends, and that's how I'm gonna see James. Cause I don't see the point in, you know, being like, well, this is awkward. Like, we broke up. Like, no, like, the reason we got together was because we had a good connection and we got along and all these things. So, and that hasn't changed. So why would I, you know,
there's no reason
lose a
to
friendship?
There's no reason to cut each other off. We learnt so much about, like, each other and ourselves, and we've kind of we're better people now, you know. We're better people. We've come out of a relationship, and obviously, like, I'm not going to sit here in the camera and say I'm not sad it's ended, because I am. Like, I am upset that it has ended, and like I said, I did kind of end it mutually with Nick, but sometimes you just have to accept, like, the situation and get a positive out of it, and that's what we're doing. So yeah, it's like, I don't know if there's anything.
This is just gonna sound, like, really corny and, like, whatever, but, like, my whole life, like, the one thing I've got, like, you know, I've, like, lived by is everything happens for a reason, and I think this situation works so well with that. I've personally learned so much, you know, for my future relationships, for even just, I've learned so much about myself, being with James, and, you know, like, good and bad, and I'm, like, again, I'm so glad I met him, and, like, I wouldn't take, you know, any of it back, and, you know, like, I'm still, like, really glad, like, you know, I followed him that first day, and, like, that we DM'd, and I don't regret any of that, and, I just don't want, like, I just don't want to make it seem like we're gonna hate each other, because we don't, and,
there's honestly, all we have is just love, and, you know, we have so much respect for each other, and everything will end on a positive note, and it has. You know, it's not the end of us. It's just, as like you said, we will still be friends. It's not the end of us.
because I know a lot of you guys are really supportive of me and want the best for me, and I'm so and I'm so thankful for you guys. But I just want you guys, just, like, even if you like even thought about it, like, I don't know why you would, because this video is obviously us showing that we're still close and everything. But if any of you, like, thought about being like, oh my god, like, F you, James, or like I don't want, like, I don't want to see any hate on James's any social media, because that's not, like, that's, like, that's the last thing I want to see. Like, if I see that, like, I'm gonna get so sad, because he does such good content, and, like,
Thank you.
he, you know, like, it's, like, actually really impressive. So if you guys did actually really enjoy this content, like I don't want you to stop watching him just because we like broke up, like, you know. So I'm gonna end my video here just because I think this video was more to show like how my side of it maybe was and how I felt about it, and I feel like I got a lot of that through this video, and I feel like a lot of you guys could have seen my side of it. And now we're just gonna do a video on James's channel just to see more how he thought about it, and maybe why, more reasons into why he thought we should end it. If y'all want to check it out, it's gonna be part 2 of this. Links down below. I'm not even gonna promote any of my social media because this is not what this video is for. It's just to, yeah. I'm glad we did this video, and I'm glad that we're still friends, and and I really do care for you, and I don't.
This will not be the last time me and Nick will be together. It's what, almost 5,000 miles apart, but we will see each other again.
Alright, that's it guys, we're gonna go, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday with my new video, or I don't even know, Friday with my new video. Alright, bye.